This is question set 2, the last, I guess, question D of question set 2. Suppose that instead of the correlation of Ford and Apple being 0.35, it's 0.5. Overall volatility of each stock is unchanged. What happens to the covariance of returns between the two stocks? And then to achieve the same portfolio volatility, how would the portfolio weights change? So let's look at covariance. All right, go back to 0.35. Let me delete these. I hate it when it's highlighted and it shouldn't be. Okay, so the old, well, let's do, when the correlation is 0.35, the covariance is 0.01827. So when it's 0.5, let's just do 0.5. We're going to get 0.0261. So it goes up by a lot, like maybe doubled? I don't know. Let's look back at our solutions. Covariance increases. Yes, covariance increases, so it's going to be B or D. And then we want to know, to achieve the same total portfolio volatility, how the portfolio weights change. Let's go back. All right, so at 0.35, the portfolio volatility is going to be let's see. Let me increase it. It's going to be 21.03083%. All right, change this to 0.5. Data, goal seek. I should have set this to more decimal places. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Data, goal seek. 0.210383 by changing cell that. Notice when I first set this up that all of these weights over here are completely dependent upon this cell. If you didn't do this, this will not work for you. But if you, I'll show you in a second. Let's run this. Okay, so I typed in 60% to begin with here, but Ford is 1 minus the 60%. This is just equals that, and this is just equals that. So we saw that the Apple weight went down and the Ford weight went up. So we're going to increase the portfolio weight in Ford, and therefore the answer to this question is D. And the intuition here is if you want to keep your risk the same. Okay, so now the stocks are more highly correlated. You want to keep your risk the same. The high correlation means that these covariance numbers increase, and therefore we get fewer benefits from diversification. And so to decrease our risk, to get back to this other portfolio volatility, we need to increase our exposure to the safe asset, in a sense. Again, because the correlation goes up, the risk that we have from these two sort of diagonal elements goes up, and therefore our portfolio standard deviation goes up. In order to get back to the old one, we need to increase our exposure to the safe asset. And we do that by increasing the percent of the portfolio that's in Ford.